So it's 4 o'clock in the morning on a Monday morning, and you might be asking yourself, Hollywood, what are you doing up so early on a Monday morning? And I'm gonna tell you, it's sniping time. Let's do this. Good morning, everyone. Nice, bright and early this Monday morning. Welcome back to the channel. Hollywood here, wishing you all a very happy week ahead and good luck in the Granite Fusion events this week. We're up bright and early this morning. We're up before the roosters. So what are we going to be doing this morning? We're going to be trying to snipe a tournament, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So if we go over to our tournament section over here, go to the champion training tournament, and we see that we have 48 minutes left in this tournament event here, and I'm sitting currently in second spot. I'm in about the perfect spot to do some sniping. So if you're ever leading a tournament here, one of the things you're always thinking about, are the next people behind me going to try and snipe this tournament from me? Are they going to come at the last 15 minutes or half an hour and try and take the lead? I'm just a bit over 1,200 points back from first spot here, which is where you'd like to be if you want to try and do some sniping of these tournaments. Now, there are a lot of people that try to win tournaments this way. They come into the tournament about 15 minutes or half an hour before the tournament and start racking up points, start dumping books into champions, start leveling them up, start ascending their champions for a champion training event such as this. So it's definitely a way to try to win a tournament. If you're leading a tournament like this, you always want to try to be conscious and aware that someone may be trying to snipe this tournament from you at the last minute. This actually happened to me on the Mikage 5-star Soul. I ended up losing that tournament in about the last few minutes. I don't know exactly how many minutes, but it was within the last 3 to 5 minutes. So a person can definitely lose a tournament this way too. One of my favorite sniping videos of all time has to be Cobb's snipe of the Queen of Hearts. I guess you can say that's a pretty historic type of raid video because they had some server maintenance within the last 15 minutes or so of that tournament. So it got pretty hairy at the last 15 minutes or so of that tournament, and nobody knew who won. So Raid had to actually go in there and do some adjusting of the numbers to make sure that people got rewarded properly for that tournament. So that's one of my favorite sniping videos of all time, and I'll put the link below here in the comments section or the information section here so you can find Cobb's video. It's a very fun video to watch. He may not think it was fun, or he may not think it was fun at the time, but it's a pretty classic sniping video to watch now if you want to check it out. So what I'm going to do here this morning is I'm going to try and snipe this event. So I have 1,200 points or so in a bit here, and I'm going to try and dump a lot of points into this event here in the last 45 minutes. So I'll go through my process here of how I would go about doing a sniping event such as this. What I would do is I would start off going to the portal here, and I would be opening a bunch of mystery shards. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to open up a bunch of mystery shards. And I'm just pressing escape here so I can quickly get out of this. And they're all going into my tavern here. I'm going to load up my tavern here with low rank champions, green and white champions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rank those up, and then I'm going to quickly farm those champions to start off. And at the very end of this, I'm going to probably dump some books into some champions, do a little bit of ascending. Okay, so we're full there. So we'll go over to our tavern, and I'm going to show you how I level these up pretty quick here. You can see these are all my food champions. I typically use the same variety of food champions so I don't mix anything up when I'm crunching champions. So you'll see a bunch of these low rank champions. I use a bunch of these demon spawn champions and a bunch of mage killer champions. So you'll see a bunch of low rank champions that I'm going to level up. So I go and I take these mage killers there. I dump some brews into them and level them up. So I'm going to level a bunch of these mage killers up here. So if I take one champion here and I dump one brew into them and I put 3 other little champions into them, it gets them exactly to level 10. And then what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to run a bunch of these champions through campaign, level them up quick. I use typically the same kind of champions over and over again. You'll see in my champion area here that I have a bunch of the same type of champions. And that way when I'm leveling up these same kinds of champions, I don't end up mixing them up all the time. Because you never want to crunch the wrong kind of champions. You always want to use the same color brew for the same color champion. So this is a magic champion and this is a magic brew, and then we're going to put 3 other little small champions in there. You see me getting points there for the tournament. Okay, we'll see what else we got here. I'll put some reds into some of these. Okay, and once I've brought a bunch of them up to level 10, I'm going to upgrade their rank. So what I'm going to do is I put 1 champion into each of them, upgrade them to 2 stars. And you see I have a bunch of other champions here that I can do this with. So I just level them up quickly here by putting 1 food champion into them. Get them leveled up quickly. You can see me getting 5 points there on the tournament for each one of these. So once I have those 1-star champions ranked up to 2-star, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over and collect all my energy that I have. I got some energy here from Classic Arena. I waited till this morning to collect this here. So I'm up to 390 energy. I'll go and buy some energy with the gems I have. I have quite a few gems saved up. So we'll get about 300 worth here. Or so. Brings me to just over 15,000 gems. And then I'll go into my mailbox, which is almost full here, and I gotta do some gear management with this because all my gear is going into my mailbox. So I'm collecting all my energy here. Gonna get myself energied right up. Going to collect some multi-battles because I'm going to need a lot of multi-battles to go into campaign here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into my campaign and I'm going to campaign farm 12-7 brutal. Now you'll see a lot of people here talking about farming 12-3 brutal, and I farm 12-7 brutal, and the reason I farm 12-7 brutal is because it gives better XP. And I can farm this with Alice in 8 seconds flat. So I'll go through my champions here and I will queue up some champions here. Queuing up all these champions. Okay, so the champions are all queued up now. I'm going to confirm that. And I've got lots of multi-battles here, so I'm going to start the multi-battles. And if you'll watch here with Alice, just watch this with Alice here. This is one of my reasons why I feel Alice that is the best starter champion you can get for the free code champions. Alice can farm this in 8 seconds flat. So when players are starting out the game, a lot of times they'll get free codes on a free legendary that they are able to claim for free within the first 24 hours of their account. Most of the people are recommending Sun Wukong as Monkey King for the code, or Tuhanarak as Desert Queen for the code, or Alice for the Get Alice code. And my recommendation for starting people starting out, one of the best progression champs you can get in the entire game is Alice. She can farm this campaign here in 8 seconds flat every time. So we're going to go through this here. I'm not going to show you all the fights here, but as you'll see from this fight here, Alice is knocking this stuff out here in 8 seconds every single time. So we're getting 47,000 silver each fight. We're getting a bunch of campaign farming points for this fight. Another 8 seconds and this thing is down. We got 12 tournament points there, and we got 2 mystery shards. So if you set this up with Alice and you got Alice geared pretty good, Alice can burn through this stuff here. We're already at 7 battles here, 8 seconds each battle. So I'll just let this play through here, and I will use up all this energy here on these champions, and if we burn through the queue here and we still get energy left, I'll queue up some more champions, and then what I'll do is I'll go back to the tavern and I'll crunch more champions to get more points for this champion training. Alright, we're back here now from our quick farming session. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to our tavern. If I go down to the very bottom here, we're going to see we have a bunch of these people to rank up. So we have a bunch of these people we just farmed through here, these champions, food champions. So I'm going to dump some other champions into them to crunch. So I'm going to be turning my 2 stars into 3 stars. And when I'm doing this fast, this is the reason why I want to use similar champions all this time, so I don't accidentally end up crunching someone I don't want to crunch. Like, I absolutely don't want to crunch one of the fusion champions for the current fusion. That would be very bad. So I'm crunching champions here that I know I can crunch. So with each one of these, you can see me getting 15 points for each one of these that I'm crunching for the tournament. So after I finish crunching all these champions and turning the 2-star champions into 3-star champions, I can go up here and see that I farmed some 3-star champions as well. So I can start crunching some of these other 3-star champions to make 4-star champions. So once I'm done with those 3-star, I can take these 4-star champions I have and start making some 5-star chickens. So here I am turning these 4 stars into 5 stars. Alright, so once we turn these 4 stars into 5 stars, we can take some of our 5-star champions and turn them into 6-star champions. So this guy I got last night, where is he here? Torgon. I pulled Torgon yesterday in yesterday's video. I'm going to turn him into a 6-star champion, then I'm going to ascend him. So I got some chickens here. I can max those out, and then I can dump a few other champions into him. Max him out. So now he's a 6-star champion. I'm going to fully ascend him. 93 tournament points. And then now he's level 1. What I'm going to do for some quick XP is I'm going to dump a barrel into him and get him up to 60 right fast. So dump this barrel into Torgon and see how many points I get from this. 472 tournament points. So let's go check where we're standing right now. With 13 minutes to go, I'm well in the lead here. And this other one hasn't even moved yet, so obviously he's not expecting a snipe. So what I'm going to do for good measure is, to make sure that I win this champion training event, is I have Osgrun here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump some books into Osgrun here, get him maxed up in skills. And I'll probably do a video on him later this week, or try to do one as soon as possible. I haven't seen too much on Osgrun out there, so I'm going to try and do a video sometime soon with him. So what I'm going to do for some quick champion training points here is I'm going to dump books into him. Max him out. You can see that I have a lot of books sitting here. I have a lot of legendary tomes. And I keep tomes sitting around like this because I suppose I'm a little OCD with ranking up champions with their skills. I don't like to rank them up one skill at a time. I like to rank them up full. I don't like to leave champions sitting around with 1 or 2 skills not ranked up. So I always keep a number of books lying around, and whenever I want to use a champion, I just dump every book into them. And probably what I'll do with the other 9 there is I'll save that for Leonardo or someone else who comes up, or another champion that I want to use. I'll wait until I really know that I really like a champion that I want to use, and then I'll just fill up their skills with a bunch of books. So we'll upgrade this guy now, Osgrun, and we'll see how many champion training points we get out of this. Alright, so I got 1800 champion training points out of this. This should be enough. We'll see what happens here. So as the last 30 seconds or so count down here in this champion training tournament, we can see that I'm well in the lead here now for this special snipe. And the other 2 behind me we haven't seen move at all, so they obviously weren't expecting this snipe. And unless there's some odd sort of server hiccup now in the next 5 minutes where they dump a bunch of books into something in the next 1 or 0 seconds, this event is now over and it looks like I've won this event. So what I'll do now is I have 4 minutes to go before I have to head off to work. And then I will come home tonight and I'll edit this video up for you, and we'll get a nice Sniping 101 video made up for you. So thank you everyone for stopping by today and watching this video. Feel free to give a like and subscribe if you've gotten something from this video today. All the like and subscribes help grow this channel, and I appreciate your support. Hopefully at some point I'll be able to do this more full time for you, and I can get more videos updated on a more regular basis for you. For today's shout out, I'm going to shout out Cobb. He's got a fantastic sniping video, and I'm going to link that in the information and comments section below so you can check that out. So today's shout out goes to Cobb. Check out that video. It's a really fun video. Check it down below here. Wishing everyone a fantastic week ahead, and until next time,